Hi and welcome to the handover video of the Tucson N-Line automatic. So with the N-Line then, it's the keyless entry. So you've got the black buttons on the door handles that you can press to lock and unlock the car. Seat adjustment. You've got the bar underneath the seat that you lift up to move it backwards and forwards. This handle here, you can pump the seat up or down. And then the wheel at the back there, you can adjust the backrest, and this here is the electric lumbar adjustment. Okay, so we'll just get in the car and start her up. So starting, you put on foot brake and you press the stop start button. Okay, so first of all, after you've made yourself comfortable, adjustment to the wing mirrors, you've got right or left, and that's the touchpad you use to adjust it. The very top one, when that's flat in the auto position, when you lock the car the wing mirrors fold in, when you unlock it they fold out all automatically. And in the driver's armrest you've got controls for all the electric windows, you've got the central locking button, and you've got the power cut-off switch for the rear windows to stop sort of children playing with them. On the dashboard to the right of the steering wheel, you've got your headlight levels. Normal setting is 0. This plus and minus here, all that does is adjust the illumination level of your instrument panel. Lane departure. So again, this car is equipped with that. So if I press that button, as you can see, little symbol comes on there. So with the lane departure system on, if you were to cross the white line without indicating, the car would bleep at you, make you aware of it. But like I say, you can turn that on and off just by pressing this button here, and you can do that as you drive. So obviously off, on, and back off again. Adjacent to that, you've got the stability traction control. That's a great safety aid. On by default, should be no need for you to turn that system off. Now the steering wheel, horn is anywhere in the centre here, and if you need to adjust the steering wheel, there's the little lever, just fold that down, adjust the steering wheel, and then obviously tighten it back up before you drive away. On the left hand side of the steering wheel we've got your audio controls and your Bluetooth buttons for the phone, and on the right hand you've got your cruise control and speed limiter, and we've got your trip computer information. So we're in the middle of the dash there, as you can see, the information screen, and that you can control from this little button here. You can toggle up or down. So as you can see, as I press the button up or down, it goes through the various menus. Okay, and to reset any of those screens, you just press and hold the OK. So if I just press and hold the OK on that, there we go, that's all reset. So again, various screens, I'll leave it on the digital speedo, and this top button here, that will go through the various other menus. So you've got your electronic compass, or if you've set a destination, it will show you in there as well as on the nav screen. You've got your lane departure system, that's the user settings, which obviously should be no need for you to go in there, and I'll pop it back on the main screen again, so you've got your digital speedo. On the left hand stalk you've got your lights and indicators. So on this model you've got an automatic position, so you can leave it on automatic and the car will, as the light levels fall, turn on your side lights, then your headlights. On this inner band here, twist it up for your front fog lights, twist it down for your rear fog lights, and you do exactly the same to turn them off. Full beam, you push it away, cancel the full beam, bring it back towards you. On the opposite stalk you've got your wipers, and again they've got an automatic setting. So in the off position, if you just flick it down, it'll do a single sweep. Up one is automatic, and you can vary the sensitivity of the sensor. So that's least sensitive, that's most sensitive. You've still got the normal low and high settings. To wash the windscreen, pull it back towards the steering wheel. The twisty bit on the end is your intermittent rear, full on rear, and then to wash the rear you push the stalk away from the steering wheel. In the centre here you've got your heating controls. So again, you've got dual climate control of this car, so obviously I can control both settings, but as soon as the passenger requires a different temperature, it goes into obviously dual. And if I want to get that back to my control, the driver's control, if I just press sync, when that's lit, the driver's control controls both parts. Alright, so again, you can take manual control if you like. You can increase or decrease the fan speed. You can turn the aircon off or on. you can decide where you want the air to be directed to, or you can just press automatic and the car will look after everything for you. Down here, heated seat controls, high, medium and low. You've got your heated rear screen and heated door mirrors, and that's your front demist. As you can hear, gets all the air and everything up to the screen. As soon as the screen's clear, press that button, it'll go back to whatever your previous settings were. Also got heated steering wheel, which is very nice in the winter time. Below there you've got a wireless charging pad, so again the latest smartphones, you can just place it in there. That little orange light will then light as when the car's running, so that you know your phone is charging. You've also got a couple of charging points and a USB in that as well. Automatic gear selector, so as long as your foot's on the foot brake, there's a little button in the front there that you press in to then move the gear selector. So for example, if I was to move it in reverse, your rear camera becomes active, as does your rear sensors, and obviously in drive, pop it back into park. Electronic parking handbrake, to activate it, pull it up, pulls the handbrake on. To take the handbrake off, foot on foot brake and press it down. Okay, you've also got this button here, drive modes. So if I was to press that, as you can see, sport mode, normal mode, sport mode, normal mode. So with the sport mode, just sharpens up the throttle response and everything. Stop start technology on this car as well, so if you want to turn that off, you have to press that button every time you start the car, and the blue light is lit to indicate that it's turned off. You've also got downhill brake assist, so if I press that, as you can see, the light comes on there and also over there, so you know the system is turned on. And you've also got auto hold. So again, as you can see, I press the auto hold and you'll see the auto hold light come on just there. So again, when you're in traffic, if you put your foot on the foot brake and that turns from white to green, then you can take your foot off the foot brake, the car is holding itself, and then will release the auto hold once you start to apply the accelerator. On your infotainment system, so what we've got is we've got the home screen, so you got map, radio, turn the radio on, that button there. Turn the volume down just a little bit. So again, if you want sort of the radio station full beam, just press in the radio station side, it will expand it to full beam, and then obviously you can find your radio stations. So it's all touchscreen, so you scroll up. If you go for radio 2, if you want to save that in my favourites, you then go favourites, press and hold, and again that return arrow gets you back to your previous screen, and again you can do that as many times as you like. The benefit of putting them in your favourites is then you can use the button on the steering wheel to flick up and down through to your favourites. So we'll just have radio 1, where are we? There we go, radio 1. Okay, so if I use this button on the steering wheel now, as you'll see, it'll go through the favourites that I've just stored in there for you. Little house, if I press that, it gets you back to the home screen, say 50% map, 50% radio. Again, if I want the map full screen, just press that button there. Okay, now to set a destination, just press nav and then addresses, and you've got the whole of Western Europe on here. So but as we're in the UK, we'll select that option, and then you pop in your 7-digit postcode and follow the prompts on the screen. It's all TomTom Live, very user friendly, very accurate, really good indeed. And I've already said, little return arrow there gets you back to your previous screen. If I go into all menus, this is where you'll find your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. So say if you connect your phone via the USB port, then obviously whichever phone you got, if it's an iPhone, you press this one. If it's an Android phone, you'll press this one. And again, you can have Google Maps, you can have a mirror image of your phone on the screen if you wish. And obviously you've got your phone icon there, so you can pair the phone up to the car and use your phone legally hands-free. Again, the buttons are all on the steering wheel here. Okay. When you're in map mode, again this button here, if you rotate that, as you can see, zoom out or zoom in. Okay, volume, you can adjust the volume, and then once you've found it, the volume you're happy with, just click outside and then that just disappears. Alright, turn the radio off, just press that in once, turn the whole system off, press and hold in for a few seconds and it turns everything down. Auto dimming rear view mirror obviously looks after itself. Now what we've got is your fuel filler cap is on the passenger side. You don't need to release it internally, but there is your bonnet release. If I just turn the car off and walk round, so your fuel release just here, passenger side, so just give it a press and your diesel and your AdBlue are there. And then inside the boot, obviously you've got your tonneau cover. Under the boot floor there you've got your tyre inflation kit, and there we go. So hope you've enjoyed that brief video on the car, and I'm very sure that you will enjoy the vehicle.